Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, Magnetic Reversal News, Sacred Geography, Shinrin Yoku, and Yurt Life, bringing you a grand solar minimum update. Friday, October the 13th, around 7:30 p.m. Mountain Time 2023. NASA says we have 30 minutes warning before a killer solar storm hits Earth. Well, at least we got a couple minutes. Keep calm. It's boom time. 6 p.m. update. While storms still possible, severe threat is waning for Nebraska, but it's not over for Iowa. Tornado watch in effect until 8 p.m. for dozens of counties as high winds and flooding threat continues in the central U.S. Hot temperatures in South Florida and Puerto Rico. High winds may continue to cause damage and create difficult travel for high-profile vehicles in the Central Plains through much of today, where a fall storm system continues to spin. Ahead of the storm, heavy to excessive rain may bring flooding to parts of Iowa and Illinois, including the Chicago metro today. Hot temperatures are expected in South Florida and Puerto Rico, and we've got freeze and frost warnings up in the center of the U.S. There are those storms. They're going to be moving east through the weekend and offshore by Sunday. And let's take a look at the total snowfall here as the season progresses. Here we are Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And Tuesday and Wednesday, snow's going to begin to enter in the western U.S. there. So a small event Wednesday and Thursday, October 17th or October 18th there. Yeah, it looks like the 17th and the 18th we're going to be getting some snow. And then a second system coming in Monday and Tuesday, the 23rd and 4th there. So heads up, snow is on its way to the higher elevations and maybe eastern Canada. Take a look at that as the models go out. Seismic update. No quakes of note. We do have some moderate activity on the West Indian Antarctic Ridge here, 6.0, and a couple of quakes here on the Mid-Ocean Ridge and the Reykjanes Ridge and the Iceland region. So let's head over to Iceland, see what's going on there. Couple seismic swarms over the last 48 hours, nothing significant. Good news. As a new map tracks intrusive activity south of Kilauea Summit Caldera, you can see the alternating lines here. This is the area of uplift. The yellow circles are all earthquakes. So it looks like a new center of uplift is occurring and a lot of magma being placed under the Summit Caldera in Kilauea. As Inilaica volcano in the Flores Islands, Indonesia, has an increased seismicity alert. And the alert level has been raised to 2. Who knew? Now you do. You can see the amount of quakes beginning here all the way back in July and have been ever increasing. The bad news is that there's not a lot of information on this volcano, just 2 known eruptions, both VEI2. There it is. And that could be a new volcano erupting in our future. Home Reef volcano continues to erupt in the Tonga Islands, and the new eruption is reshaping and enlarging the island. Take a look at this jiffy, and you can see what we mean. A, B, and now C. The island clearly growing rapidly. Worldwide volcano news update. Nothing else of importance to report on. As we head over to space weather for October 13th, Friday the 13th, the sun has gone all but completely quiet. Now we were waiting for some plasma speed to increase due to this coronal hole, and in fact it did happen just about 8 hours ago. Well, about 12 hours ago it began as the density increased. Shortly thereafter we have the plasma speed going up barely above 500 kilometers per second, which is why the KP barely got here to KP4. It didn't even get there. So low-level geomagnetic pulse is ongoing. As NASA reports today that we'd have 30 minutes warning before a killer solar storm hits Earth. It should come as no surprise that a team at NASA has been busily applying AI models to solar storm data in order to develop an early warning system that they think could give the planet about 30 minutes notice before a potentially devastating solar storm hits a particular area, which would give you enough time to unplug from the grid, hide your important electronics in, let's say, Faraday cages, and get away from power cords. So that's good news coming from NASA. We may have a 30-minute warning for a super flare in the future thanks to AI. Now, what time is the annular solar eclipse on October 14th? We just put up a video covering all the times and the path of totality for this annular solar eclipse, which is happening tomorrow beginning at 9 a.m. on the West Coast and moving its way through Texas, the nexus of the Schmexus. The Ring of Fire eclipse is coming to the Americas tomorrow, and we can take a look at this jiffy. It hits Oregon early in the morning around 9 a.m. and rapidly moves its way towards Four Corners by 10:30 for totality, moving its way through all of Central America, Mexico, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, all those countries, and into South America and across Brazil. And that is crazy. So 9:15 a.m., Oregon Dunes, Oregon is when the Ring of Fire begins there. The duration of that stage will be 4 minutes and 29 seconds. So the annular eclipse is when the moon is smaller than the sun because the sun is so close to us, and what we get is a Ring of Fire effect. So tomorrow you should see something like this if you're in totality or that. But even if you're far away from the path of totality, you could see some sort of crescent occulting of the sun. Now remember, never look directly at the sun without sun protection. You're going to need solar glasses or solar binoculars to look at this baby, which they're giving away at most places. Remember to never look directly at the sun. To view this solar eclipse safely, you must use solar filters at all times. Whether your location will experience a partial eclipse or annular solar eclipse, the dangers are the same. Observers need to wear solar eclipse glasses, and cameras, telescopes, and binoculars must have solar filters placed in front of their lenses, or you could potentially go blind. And that's not what we want to do tomorrow, is it? Now, have you heard? Bigfoot was spotted just about 30 miles from here. And what say you? So this was spotted right off of the Silverton narrow gauge railway. No one saw it but one passenger that happened to be in the back of that train. And let's take a look at this video.
Trending this morning, a video of what looks like Bigfoot walking around southern Colorado. Take a look and see what you think. A couple shared this video on social media saying they spotted Bigfoot while riding the Durango and Silverton narrow gauge railroad train. They told Out There Colorado most people on the train didn't notice anything. Over the years, there have been more than 100 reported Bigfoot sightings in Colorado.
Alright, just squat it down. Elusive creature. Alright, just squat it down. An elusive creature. Alright, just squat it down.